Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap. Yes, I made it. I just got home from LA not long ago. I watched the game in parts for the most part, and then I rewatched the highlights. Lakers beating the Milwaukee Bucks 119-95. Oh my goodness. Gotta give them another round of applause because that was special, man. And shout out to everybody up with me at night. What's up, CJ? What's up, Kimmy Goat? Good to see y'all, man. She said, how was it being a sideline reporter? I know you killed it. I'm so excited to hear all about it. Or you're going to get to see all about it in the next coming weeks and months, guys. Everything will be put out. It was an absolute honor. It was a pleasure. And I was even more excited watching the Lakers kill it from my phone and, knowing that we was whooping on the Bucks, man. When I looked, we're up damn near 30. So that was beautiful to watch, man. And the Lakers finished the road trip 3-2, which is exactly what I predicted. Dan Stradamus strikes again. I said 3-2 is my sweet spot, and that's what they got. So that was awesome, man. We're definitely going to break down the game, guys, and all that good stuff, man. Thank you guys for being patient with me because I wasn't here earlier, but what a game. What a game this was, man. I'm glad I had to rewatch it over again just to see what's up, man. The Lakers were spectacular, man. They shot damn near 50% from the field tonight, 33 from 70 for 77. 40%, damn near 40% from three. We outpaced the Bucks, and we held them to a dismal 40% from the field and 38% from beyond the arc. I'll tell you, man, we were nearly perfect at the line, 30 for 33 as well. This was just a nice game. And, of course, Luka is just showing that he can put the team on his back any given night and just take over and put you over the top, guys. And that was really, really special to see. Also, man, it is good to see Austin Reeves getting healthy again and just feeling better, man. But this was a team effort, and Bronny started, by the way. So the fact that Bronny started and, he only played about 10 minutes or so. But, again, just flexing our depth. No Marcus Smart tonight. No Rui Hachimura. No problem. The Lakers still managed a way to put up 119 points a game. And as you can see, Austin Reeves was phenomenal as well. 5 for 9 from beyond the arc. Very, very spectacular play from our two guards, man. They combined for 66 points. 41 for Luka, all right, to go with 6 assists, right? And then Austin Reeves, 25 to go with 8 assists. So, again, beautiful, man. Beautiful play from both of them. DeAndre Ayton continues to be a monster, guys. 20 and 10. 20 and 10 with 2 steals and a block, okay? So, DeAndre Ayton, again, phenomenal. Jake LaRabia. I know his offense wasn't really going tonight, but he was a plus-minus 26 for a reason. He had 6 rebounds, 2 steals. He's an effort player for sure. But very proud of Bronny for starting. We got Maxi Kleber back, and we got to see a little bit of a glimpse of the double big man. So that was pretty freaking good, man. And I wanted to see that type of dynamic, and maybe it'll work. He only played limited minutes, but maybe we'll see more of the Maxi Kleber, DeAndre Ayton front court, for sure. But in 25 minutes, he was a plus 22. He had 3 points. His only shot he took was a 3-pointer. He also had 3 assists. I like what I saw from Maxi Kleber. I'm starting to think maybe we're deeper than I initially thought. And then Jackson Hayes off the bench with some powerful tomahawk dunks, man, to get his 10 points and 6 rebounds and his 2 steals. Again, energy guy for sure. Thero made his debut, man. He had 4 points. I definitely like the kid, his energy. He had probably the dunk of the night in transition, man. That was phenomenal. I'm excited to see what he can do. This is awesome, man. This is just this team has me really excited. It started off being a mid trip, and all of a sudden it ended up being a really good trip with the Lakers finishing out strong here. But man, what can we say, man? The Lakers started amazingly, man. We jumped out on to a 30-18 lead in the first quarter. We had a spectacular second quarter as well, 35-16, and then we kind of, we lapsed a little bit there in the third quarter, but just it wasn't enough, right? It wasn't enough. The Lakers still came out on top and very victorious, man. And I like that every time that they made a run, Luka or Austin or somebody hit a, very tough shot, man. What'd you guys think of the game, man? Again, and did you guys miss me? Again, I was out there doing sideline reporting for Nexstar, man. It's a part of my new adventure to be a part of that team over there, man. Very excited. Can't wait for those clips to drop as well. Go give Nexstar a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and all social media platforms, guys. I already posted, so you guys can check out my post as well. But Yeah, man, it's a happy day for your boy, man. A very happy day for your boy, and couldn't be prouder of this team, man. Because every time there's adversity, they find a way to come together. The Lakers are now 10-4 on the season. What a spectacular way to close it out again. And we're right in the thick of things, man. In the Western Conference, we're right in the thick of things. As you can see here in the standings, we're fourth currently in the West at 10-4. So we got 2 more wins in the Rockets. We get the same amount of wins as the Nuggets, and all this without LeBron James, by the way. Also, Gabe Vincent didn't play. No Rui, no Marcus Smart, but no problem. Again, the Lakers finding ways to battle through adversity. This could have been really bad if we don't win the last 2 games. So I'm glad that we finished strong. And as you can see, man, Thunder on a 5-game win streak. Nuggets on a 7-game win streak. They're probably the hottest team in the West right now. The Rockets on a 3-game win streak. And then the Spurs just lost 2, so that helps create a little bit of a distance. The Suns have won 5. They're tough as well. The Timberwolves lost 1. The Warriors won 2, unfortunately. The Blazers lost 1 after starting hot again. Things start evening out in the Western Conference, and then the Jazz lost 1. And you see all the bottom barrel teams from here on out. You got the Flippers, and might I add, you got the Grizzlies, you got the Kings, the Mavericks, and the Pelicans, all bottom feeders. But the Lakers are at the top. And that is without one Ramon James. King James in the building. When he comes back, it's going to be special, y'all. It is going to be really, really special. And I cannot wait to see what this team has. Because, again, our depth continues to flex in spite of players missing, man. In spite of players missing. Again, DeAndre Ayton stepped up with another 2010 game. Austin and Luka still continue to prove that they are the number 1 backcourt in the NBA. Probably a top 10 backcourt in the last 20 years. Who knows? When it's all said and done, they got to win championships. But yes, a dude did play tonight. Absolutely. And we got a super chat.
Oh my God. Wow.
Flip Sonic. My guy said, what the heck happened to Kuzma? I feel bad for Kuzma. Kuzma has always been a good player. Unfortunately, he went to a losing franchise. Okay, that was the Washington Wizards. He hasn't been able to recover from that. But with the Lakers, he was amazing, man. Always going to show love to our guy Kyle Kuzma, and shout out to Carrie Kuzma, who still follows me on Twitter, man. Shout out to her. That was awesome. But you know, Kuz, I just think the Bucks aren't it anymore, man. They aren't it. They're struggling to stay above water. Giannis is going to leave relatively soon, I believe it, and I hope he comes to the Lakers. But that's neither here or there right now, right? My boy Chapito said Adu is legit. You can see it. He's going to go and play hard for us. Can't wait. Yeah, bro, I was impressed by his debut. And shout out to the Lakers for getting him the game ball. Shout out to the Lakers for getting the man the game ball and making him feel right at home. Our chemistry is strong, man. We have great leadership. I can't wait to see LeBron add to that. And, yeah, I'm a fan of Adu Thero's athleticism. And he reminds me of those old school players like Stanley Johnson who get after and pick up full court. His athleticism is just so glaring and it jumps off the page. If he can add some ball handling to that and a jump shot, sky is the limit. But tonight was a really good debut for Adu, all right, in his limited minutes for sure. I can't wait to see more from the kid, all right? I can't wait. Let's see. My guy, he said, hey, Dan, good win tonight. I like Adu. He kind of reminds me of Kuminga a little bit. And D3 said it, man. This is a pretty deep draft. There's been some good second-round picks that have been very intriguing, and hopefully he's one of them. Remember, we traded up 2 spots, not 1, but 2 spots to land this guy. And he's off to a good start, and especially making a solid impression with his teammates, right? All right. Looks like we got another power chat. Appreciate you guys, man.
All right. Yeah. Master DTLF will be excited with the super chat. Come on, Bucket Dudes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah.
T-Money, good to see you on here, bro. He said DTL, Luka, Giannis, and AR-15 next year. I like Bronny, but how are you going to start and get 0? Bronny is not an offensive talent, and he's a little bit undersized. But what I like about him is his effort, for sure. He's still, to me, a bit underdeveloped on the offensive end, of course, but he's got room for improvement. I do like his defensive tenacity, for sure. We started him by default because we didn't have anybody else, right? Obviously, no Marcus Smart tonight. We don't have Gabe Vincent. I guess I don't trust Nick Smith Jr. to start. I would have potentially started him, seen what he could do, give him a green light. But I was happy for Bronny. He got like 10 good minutes in, and again, we have a lot of depth, man. I was impressed by Maxi Kleber's minutes. I was impressed by Adu Thero's minutes. I thought, Dalton Connect, what do you have tonight? He came in here and gave us some buckets as well, man, tonight. Everybody's playing their part beautifully. And, again, it is a tribute and a testament to the coaching staff, right? No Marcus Smart, no Rui, no problem, because next guy up, next man up. And my guy Dalton went 4 for 8. He also has 6 rebounds and 3 steals. So this is one of his better games. And he played 34 minutes. He was a plus 24 and a plus minus. So again, it's not always about scoring, but Dalton did have 9. He also had, like I said, 6 rebounds and 3 steals, and I thought the effort was there, and a block. So yeah, his plus minus was solid. I think he had the 3rd best plus minus on the team tonight, right? And same thing for Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber played 25 whole minutes. We got probably the best look we got at Maxi Kleber, and I'm like, okay. Remember a couple of nights ago, I mentioned that I would love to see a big man play alongside Ayton to kind of match up with different players, and I thought Maxi did a good job at that. Maybe that's going to be his designated role when they go with the double big man lineups. Tonight it worked, so that was nice to see. Shout out to my boy D Free. I was out there working in LA, but he hit me with the text message. He told me, hey, they're running the double bigs. So shout out to him, man. But appreciate your team money, man. I am excited. And I can't wait to see this team as we continue to look complete. And that way we get a true feeling for what we have and potentially what we might need, right? But this is a nice little glimpse into the future. So let's get the likes up for our GOAT. Thank you, Kimmy Goat. I appreciate you. And I didn't think you'd be here tonight, but I do appreciate you. I gave her the day off, and like she's still here, man. My guy 4 Has Fallen says, love what I saw from Maxi. Playing double big could actually be good for us, to be fair. Yes, man. And again, it's something that I observed and I saw that we didn't have a couple of nights ago when we matched up versus double big lineups. We were struggling. Like the Thunder cooked us. Maybe we had Maxi Kleber, we would have did it a little bit better. Who knows? But again, this is just the beginning. I think it's up to the coaching staff and JJ Redick to piece everything together and just try to find what works, right, overall. JB, he said, Dan, I've seen enough. I never want to see Gabe on the floor again. Theo can get all those minutes. I've been telling folks for a while, man, even before the season started. People thought I was being a little too harsh on Gabe. They were mad at me for ranking him in the 10th only because of his preseason play. And I said, he doesn't convince me. He hasn't showed it to us consistently in the regular season, and he hasn't showed it to us at all in the postseason. So, it's nice to see that we're flourishing even without him, because yes, it does make certain names expendable, and his, in my opinion, has been expendable since the season started. Like I wasn't happy with his performance in the playoffs. I was patient the first year because he was hurt, but the second year, I really wasn't impressed at all. My boy Chapito, he said Maxi looks nice too. He looks healthy. Had only 1 shot, but he had a nice 3. The way he stretches the floor for us, we are deep. And that's the thing, man. I've been telling folks we're extremely deep. We still have to reserve judgment till we see everybody play together. Like we still haven't seen LeBron play with Maxi Kleber, with Marcus Smart, with DeAndre Ayton. We have a lot of depth. The fact that Rui and Marcus can be out and we can still come out here and dominate like this, my goodness, man. My goodness. AJ said Luka was a superstar tonight. Austin loves to torch the Bucks. Another complete game from Ayton. Keep the momentum going. AJ, it's been a lot of fun this season, man. 10-4. We're 6 games over 500 before LeBron even graces us on the hardwood floor. Think about that. Like, if you're not excited about that, I'm not sure I can call you a Laker fan. You got to be hyped. This season has a lot of promise, man. I was over there in LA and I was talking to a personal trainer, and he was saying he likes this team, So it's exciting, man. It's exciting for us Laker fans to see it all come together slowly but surely, and we'll see where that goes when moving forward. Cat says, love seeing my baby Luka get another 40-piece. He's a beast. He's a beast. And he's our baby. He's our baby. He's Los Angeles' baby. And you can't have him back, Dallas. No trade backs. Who remembers that in elementary school? No trade backs. But yes, absolutely, Cat. Awesome. My guy, David, thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you, man. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Shout out to David, man. If you guys were gifted a membership just now, make sure you guys shout out David and show him some love, man. He's always looking out for our community here, and it's awesome, man, to have phenomenal people like David always showing love, man. Always. My guy Rudy said, I heard that Kobe Bryant haunts Crypto Arena. Nah, man, don't say anything like that, Rudy. Come on, Rudy. Kobe Bryant is the GOAT, man. He's resting in heaven. God rest his soul, right? He ain't down here on earth, man. The thing is that Crypto Arena we got to start building that chemistry. We've done a phenomenal job on the road, guys. We've only lost 2 games on the road all year long. We have about 8 games, 1 on the road, and 2 losses. 8-2 is a very good record. Okay, and so yeah, and let's keep building momentum. We go back home now, and we wait for the arrival of the king. And again, we keep stacking these wins, keep building up momentum, man. This was not an easy road trip at all. This was not an easy road trip, guys, and we finished strong. Milwaukee could have easily beat us, but we came out here and we showed our heart. And I said it pre-game this morning because I did it early in the morning because I wasn't available later on. And I said, if Luka and Austin play, they're really going to want it. That means they want to win it. And sure enough, they came out here and they showed they wanted it. So we beat the Pelicans. Now the Bucks back-to-backs. We lost to the Thunder. It wasn't pretty, right? But sometimes those are the type of losses you need to get a wake-up call and say, hey, we got to get better because this is the team we're measuring up against, right? But the 2 horrible games we played was the Hawks, who we lost 122-102, right? First game of the road trip. And then the Thunder game. The Hornets game wasn't pretty either. The Pelicans game wasn't pretty to the fourth quarter. But the Bucks game was really a nice victory. And now, now we got the Utah Jazz on Tuesday. And I presume LeBron still won't play that one because then we don't have to play till November 23rd. So we're going to have 5 whole days off, and we play the Jazz again then, right? Followed by the Clippers after that in the group stage, November 25th, and then the Dallas Mavericks. So on paper, these all look like winnable games, but as you know, you cannot take any opponent for granted, right? And so we're not going to pencil them in as wins just yet. But if we can somehow get these next 4 games, which are very gettable on paper, right, that'll bring our record to a whopping, drum roll, please, 14-4. That would make us 10 games over 500, chat. 10 games over 500 early season would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. And most of those without LeBron. So, wow. It was awesome, man. It was awesome to watch. And I'm proud of this Laker team, man. Very proud. Nothing better than getting off from a hard day's work and then looking at the scoreboard and be like, we completed the process. I was watching the game from my phone in spurts, right, since I'm over here sideline reporting. So I had to kind of pay attention to what was going on in the court. But you know me, I'm always multitasking for sure. Let's see. I'll answer a couple questions here. Team Money says DTLF, they had to get the famous wings in ATL. They didn't even look like the same team. I feel that. He said, Dan, will LeBron play the next game? We're not sure, Kat. That's a good question. I will give you guys the update as soon as I hear it. If it happens tomorrow, I will go live tomorrow. The number 1 source here for Lakers basketball and NBA talk. So make sure you guys keep it locked in. Now, I don't think they feel the sense of urgency to bring him back. Because think about this, right? If I'm the Lakers, I played the next game without LeBron. There's no sense of urgency. We've been winning enough games without him. And then you're going to have 5 days of rest. That's 5 more days for LeBron to get into basketball shape, practice with the team, and do some things. So my guess would be not the first game on Tuesday, but the next game versus the Jazz, which is 5 days later. That would be my guess. And that gives them a whole, 8 days off from here till then. So, yeah, I mean, that's just my take on that. But it wouldn't shock me. LeBron wants to play. If he does come back on Tuesday, it wouldn't shock me. I'll say that. Let's see. Cringy Gamer says, classy from Giannis, giving the Lakers the game ball after what happened against Indiana. Giannis is a good dude, man. He's one of these superstars you just cannot hate. Even when he beats you, you're just like, good game. Hats off to him and all of that, you know. So Giannis has always been a good dude. And if you guys don't like Giannis, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. No, in all seriousness, if you haven't seen his documentary or his story, definitely check it out. I think it was on Disney Plus. It's a tearjerker for sure. And then you really won't be able to dislike him after that. Absolutely. Thank you so much, David, man. You are goated, my friend. Absolutely. The community loves David. Great game. Great to see you post-game, Dan. Thank you, Katrina. You know what? I was tired, but I'm like, I want a game later on tonight. So let me go ahead and do post-game and prioritize the importance. I was going to do post-game tomorrow morning because I wasn't sure too many of you guys were up. But if you guys are up with me, please hit the like button for your boy, man. I've been working from 8 a.m. all the way till now. So your boy has been around the clock. But, hey, I'm like an Energizer bunny. I just keep going and going. And I will say this. My YouTube career, this has been my most busiest start to my YouTube career. And I'm grateful, man. God is good. He is blessing the kid with lots and tons of work. So I don't complain about not having enough. And that's always a blessing, right? So we're going, with your guys' help and with the Lord's blessing, we're going to reach the stars and the moon. Bronny played good defense, though. That's what he does, Cat. That's the one thing Bronny we know for sure brings, right? That's the one thing for sure we know Bronny brings. He brings any energy, effort. He's a little undersized at times for certain players defensively, but his athleticism and explosion sometimes makes up for it. Sometimes, right? So I want to keep this going for Bronny James, and he's a dog, man. Bronny's a dog. I just hope his offensive game comes along eventually. Otherwise, he might find himself out of the league because you do need it as a guard, as a lead guard in this league. Whether you're a backup or a starter or a third stringer, you need to have some offense for sure. Yes, W. David, absolutely, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys for showing tons of love tonight. Randolph, what's up, man? He said, my dog, let's go Lakers. What is your realistic starting five? Once Bron, Gabe, Smart, and Rui are all back. Well, we know Rui's going to be there. We know Ayton's going to be there. We know LeBron is going to be Austin, and it's going to be, obviously, Luka. That's going to be the five. That's not realistic. It's that is exactly what it's going to be, because one thing we know is JJ is never benching Rui. He loves Rui. So Rui's going to start, although you can argue that you could put Marcus Smart in there and it'll make our defense better and bolster up our bench even more by having Rui as a primary scorer off the bench. But Rui has been playing good basketball, man. Proud of the kid, and he continues to be efficient and special, man. But Randolph, man, thank you for tapping in, bro, late at night. I might have to do more of these, man. If I ever miss a post game, I'm going to go live with you guys at any hour. So you guys are real diehards. You're still up with me, man. We got over 238 with all the different media platforms. I'm live on Kick. I'm live on Twitter and everything, man. So pretty cool to see. He said Dalton needs more minutes and the shot attempts. He's got the talent that needs to be unlocked. And we saw glimpses of that last year, AJ. We saw glimpses of Dalton connect. I never give up on talent. He has discouraged me plenty because he's been very inconsistent, and like his one strength has been inconsistent, which is shooting. But you're right. I think more reps, more shots, and just more experience will probably help unlock the kid. And maybe he can kick that that sadness he had to the curb about getting traded. I think he won't play until next week. Well, BC, like I mentioned, man, he would have 5 more days off if he doesn't play Tuesday, which would then put us, around next week or Sunday, right? So pretty much, you might be onto something there. Yep. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, okay, we got another power check.
Damn!
My boy hit us with a big one. Flip Sonic, appreciate you, man. He said, thank you for the post-game. Hey, man, it is my pleasure to do what I love for a living, man. It is an absolute pleasure. And like I said, God is good. I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. Yes, it's extra work, but I love this, man. I love doing this and kicking it with you guys, especially after wins. I mean, it just feels different. Like post-game after losses, especially the disappointing ones when we get blown out, are not my favorite. And then I end up feeling better after I vent with you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys feel the same way. Like this is a great venting channel when we lose games we're not supposed to be getting blown out. But when we lose the close ones, I'm not as negative because we can analyze everything. It could have went either way, and there's always positives to take out of that, man. But game like tonight, man, where everything went our way and we controlled the game from the outskirts from the first quarter, and we basically never relinquished the lead, makes me very freaking proud of this Laker team, man. And I think we're on to something here. I think the coaching staff, again, shout out to JJ Redick, Nate McMillan, and the rest of the coaching staff. They are awesome, and they have absolutely every night is plug and play because we haven't had a consistent starting lineup all season long. And somehow, some way, we're still 10-4, 6 games over 500. No LeBron James. That's a beaut, man. That is an absolute beaut. But Flip Sonic, thank you for blessing with the super chat for Shirley, my guy. BC said he didn't really what, my guy? Well, what are we talking about here? I'm not sure what the context on that one is. And looks like we got another power chat coming out here, man. Let's get it.
You don't know the power of the super chat. Grateful the Empire is to your contributions. Together we shall crush the rebel scum once and for all. Thank you.
Awesome. Team Money. Thank you so much, brother. He said, DTLF, did you see Ham Pockets with his hands on his pockets on the sideline? I didn't pay attention to that. Like I said, man, tonight I was doing double duty. So I was not really seeing all the little details off the court, but I was paying attention on the court. And I'll tell you, this team looked poised. I'm just, I think what makes me so ecstatic is the fact that we have the best backcourt in the NBA, and we can literally win on any given night. Pre-game, I was here early morning. There was some negativity. People were saying, we lost for sure this game. nobody's going to play this, or that. They ended up playing, and we ended up winning. So you can never write this team off. And like I was telling one of my coworkers today, I was like, man, listen, man, Lakers are so dangerous. They could beat anybody on any given night as long as they're focused and they come out here with the right drive from the outskirts. And you see that sense of urgency, man. And that was awesome to see Team Money. But yeah, man, I didn't quite catch Darvin Ham. Somebody's gonna have to send me that clip because that's funny. DB2, thank you for always being here and showing love and support. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's see. User 2427 says Adu Thero looked hella fast, guarding guys in a perimeter and strong enough guarding the bigger guys. Huge potential there. Listen, man, one thing you know about the Lakers is when they move up in the draft to get somebody, they see a special talent written all over them. I trust our scouts. They've missed on some players, like Jalen Hunchafino wasn't a good draft pick for us, whether it was the fit or just the talent. It wasn't a good draft pick. Dalton, up until this point, hasn't been a great draft pick, although there's still potential there, so I'm not going to write him off. But they miss sometimes, but most of the times, man, we've been able to get some amazing second-round talent. Like we got Jordan Clarkson over the years. I think Larry Nance was a late first-round pick, but we've had some awesome, even undrafted talent like Austin Reeves, even guys on two-way G League contracts. Like people don't even know we got Kobe Bumpkin from the Atlanta Hawks. They cut him, and he's on the South Bay Lakers, right? So, again, Los Angeles continues to be a hotbed for young talent, and I think Adu Thero has a bright future, but I'm not sure how ready he is. I need to see more from him. But yeah, athletically, he's there. Defensively, he's got a lot of potential. And that's why the Lakers drafted him, because they probably felt like they could get something out of him, right? And so that's very encouraging to see him come out here and take care of business the right way, for sure. Let's see here. A couple more comments, guys. It is late, so I'm gonna let you guys go in a little bit. Probably at the bottom of the 30-minute mark. Let's see. DV2 says it's encouraging to see Ayton's hustle. You can tell he's bought into the system and really likes JJ and playing with the guys. Well, one thing I've always saw about DeAndre Ayton, he's always been a bucket, man. There was times when we'll face the Phoenix Suns, and he would have better games than Anthony Davis, especially in the playoffs, when they eliminated us that year on their way to the finals, right? So DeAndre has always had the talent. I just think he played for franchises that wanted instant results and weren't patient with him. And now he's playing for a real franchise, somebody who's going to bring him along and up to speed and expects greatness, but at the same time doesn't over-demand anything outside of his game. Like my favorite thing about him is I don't think he shot a single three all year. He knows what his game is from the mid-range. He's money. He's very efficient every night, man. He's shooting over 70% from the field this season, and he'll continue to do just that, man. That is a beautiful thing, and it is very encouraging. Like you said, DV2. Yes, it is nice. And this is the reason we were excited when we landed these players. People thought I was overhyping the Lakers when we landed Marcus Smart. I was like, oh man, this is an A+. We extended Luka. We landed Ayton. Go back and watch all my videos. I was hyped because these are the type of players that can make an impact. Even though he hasn't been shooting great lately, Jake LaRavia defensively and just his hustle and IQ for the game on the defensive end takes you to another level, right? And so that is awesome, man. That is a beautiful thing, and we'll continue to do that. As the Cat says, W to you, Dan. Enjoy watching your videos as a fellow Laker fan. I appreciate that, Cat. Thank you so much. Carolina says, so proud of the team tonight. Yes, very proud of this team. Very, very proud. Jonah Stacy says, you're going to see some minutes for Adu Thero. Keeps playing like this. Yes, you got to carve out some minutes. And it's going to be tough, but you have to carve out some minutes because he has, I said it the moment we drafted him, he has 3-and-D potential. Now, that 3 eventually has to fall. He wasn't a great percentage shooter in college, but sometimes they're not great in college, and they pan out in for the NBA. So we'll see. Hopefully he's one of those cases. Sharon, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. She said, I remember you sticking up for Ayton when some fans were saying he was washed. I think we live in a modern NBA where it's easy to slap a label on somebody and say he's washed or he's trash or he's garbage or he's too old. But in reality, if you watch the body of work from these players, you know that under the right system, right, with the right players around, like Luka makes everybody better. You see him lobbing to Ayton. You see Austin doing the same, getting Ayton involved. And like I said pregame, in order to get him involved defensively, you're going to have to get him involved offensively so he can, he can be excited on both ends of the basketball floor. So, again, it is a pleasure to have throwaway players that other franchises. Historically, if you look at the Lakers, A lot of franchises draft players and they throw them away right away, like within the first 2 to 3 years. And the Lakers pounce on that. We turn him into a ball player. Trevor Ariza comes to mind, right? Drafted by, I think, drafted by the Knicks, traded to the Magic, and then traded to the Lakers. And where did his career take off? Here, right? So there's been a lot of examples like that of players that are throwaway players that they thought, oh, they're going to give us instant results. And when they did it, they just gave up on them. And I hope Kobe Buffkin is another one of those. I like RJ Davis, who went undrafted, who's currently with our South Bay Lakers. I'm a big fan of his. There's so many players, man. Smith Jr., I'm a fan of his offensive game. If he could put it together a little bit more and be more under control, he might have carved out some minutes. But I think he dropped the ball a little bit with some of the careless turnovers he had when he got opportunities to shine. But he needs to work on that. He's a great ball handler. He can get to spots and he can score. Now, what else can you do, right? It's about showing the different dynamics of your game and how special you can be. All right, final comment here. My guy, The Inspiration, said, you see Giannis take the ball just like that from the refs, give it to the Lakers, Giannis might be a Laker soon. Yo, I freaking love Giannis. And, I know all of you guys do, for the most part, love Giannis as well. And I think he will be it will be special if he comes to the Lakers. I think he knows that, man. One time his wife kind of ousted him. You could probably look up the clip. And somebody in the chat, he was live streaming. They asked him, who would you play for if it wasn't the Bucks? And his wife said, the Lakers. And she said it like she's heard it multiple times, because nobody knows you like your wife, like your loved one at home. They hear everything. They hear all the talk, all the gossip, all the rumors, everything. So that gives me hope that maybe Giannis one day will be a Laker. But I'm not going to hold my breath for it because he didn't want to go to the Knicks recently. And it's all about the money at the end of the day. What can we who can we trade? What type of money can we absorb and stuff like that? So, again, let's see what happens, man. But, man, I want to say thank you guys so much for being up this late with me, man. We're all excited about the Lakers win tonight, man. And, again, I've had a wonderful day, and it just got capped off with a phenomenal Lakers win. So, again, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate all the super chats, the likes, the comments. If you already haven't, please subscribe. This video was brought to you and sponsored by Underdog, all right? So make sure you guys tap in with Underdog, promo code DTLFR. You guys know what it is. All right. Thank you guys again. Going to keep it short for this post game, and I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Enjoy the Lakers victory. Peace.